how's it going? Electron, man. We got a different one today. If you guys didn't know, in fact, if you go back look in the history of my videos, I'm a watch guy, and I probably have at least 50 watches. But anyway, we're going to do a little repair on one today. I pick them up here and there. I actually picked this one up on a Whatnot auction of all places, but you know, I'll see something that sparks the eye at an estate sale or garage sale, and I'll pick up a watch. I'm not a Rolex guy. I'm a you know, more of a Seiko Citizen kind of guy. If you get my drift, you know, $200-300 watches, not $5,000-10,000 watches. But anyway, I'm getting off subject here. I have a tendency of doing that, but I'm just going to bring you along. This is not a how-to repair a watch. This is just kind of, I thought I'd bring you along and let you watch how I'm going to go about replacing the crystal on this one. That's what's wrong with it. Actually, the watch functions fine. I've had it for a while and it keeps great time, but it's got a chipped crystal. So we're going to give a good attempt at replacing a crystal on a watch. So I will bring you along, hopefully. Okay, guys. First off, I guess I should start with showing you the watch. It's a Echo Drive Citizen. Nice watch. But as you can see here, it's got this chipped crystal here. I've already pulled the band off. It actually had the leather factory band, which I might think about changing the band too, but for right now, that's not the subject. The subject is we're going to try and turn it back into a good watch without a chipped crystal. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the back off, which I'll provide a link, but I've had this. In fact, I think I did a video on a review on this, but it's my little watch repair kit here. Thing was like under $20, and it's been handy as I'll get out. But basically, this is get the watch back off. Sometimes these can be a real burger to get, but basically you just adjust the pins to where they fit into all the. It's got some little thumb screws here that you get there we go. Get it locked in there, and then you just this one was pretty easy to get off actually, but there we go. Then you just unscrew the back off of it like so, which now then the tricky part's going to be you got to get the stem out of it, which I don't know if I got this camera. We're going to have to pull the stem off, so we'll go ahead and just kind of set the back over here. This little rubber mat I work off of is great for this type of stuff. So anyway, we need to figure out how to get the stem out of it, which with the handy dandy light here, and take a little look at it, see if we can see what we're dealing with here. About right here, which there's no way I'm going to be able to get the camera that close. Hopefully I don't need the lens to get it. And of course, my little tool had this to remove it, but actually I bought this at Harbor Freight, but it's a nice little pointed object that it's got a real fine tip on it. And I should be able just to push down in that hole, which is that hole right there. I should be able to pull the stem right out. You gotta have it in the zero position. This is always kind of tricky. There we go, just like that. Obviously we want to take the stem and we want to put it to the side. Next thing is we want to get the watch out of the case. The way I typically do this is I will just turn it upside down gently, and usually they'll just fall out, which it did. As you can see, it's still functioning, and we'll just take this, put this to the side. Be very careful with this. You touch his hands, you can really jack your watch up. In fact, I need to get this way out of the way over here. So now we're down to all we need. We need to place that crystal. I don't know if you can see that chip in there or not. And for that, I'm going to use this little tool that I bought. It's got dust all over it. I've had it forever. I think they're like 20 bucks. And it's for putting watch backs on, but it also will take crystals out. And basically what you want to do is you want to find the right size cup that will fit around your glass, which this one does, but not touch your glass obviously. And then you want to find a cup that'll fit around the inside of it, which strangely enough this already had the right ones on there. Which, as you can see now, basically what you're going to end up with is you're going to end up with a pancake here, where this goes on the outside, and then you're going to press on this, and this will push that crystal out. Which yes, they're just pressed in. So let me go ahead and put these back in the press, and with any luck, this crystal will pop right out, and then we'll go to hopefully matching. I have a matching set or a matching crystal to replace it with. I bought a set of crystals that like goes from like 30 to or 28 to like 40, and off of Amazon, which I'll provide a link. But basically, we want to make sure we get the. You don't want to be touching it. You don't really want to break this glass either. It should just snap like that. I just needed to go to smaller cut. So now then, crystal's out. Now we want to check our seal ring here, make sure we look good there. Which our seal looks like it's in real good shape, which it should be. I don't think this watch has probably ever been taken apart. And right here, just like that, there's our crystal. Ooh, that's a lot thicker. I don't think I'm going to have a crystal that thick. Ooh. Where's my mic at? Okay, guys, I'm back. The magic of editing, you don't realize it's been like a week and a half. Ran into problems getting this crystal here. Citizen, for whatever reason, is terrible. They don't share anything on crystal size. I tried using their website, using the serial numbers off the back of the watch. I could get squat for information, emailed them, got nothing. Apparently, they just want you to send it to them and spend money. They don't seem to be very interested in giving any support other than that. But anyway, I used my mic gauge here, measured the whole crystal, and it kept coming up 36.7 millimeters to 36.8. So I went out and found a place I could order those weird sizes, and I actually ordered from because I had a 36.5 and it was too small, and I had a 37 and it was too big. So I just ordered all 5 of those to get the right one, and after fitting them in there, fitting them all and giving them all a try, it ends up being this is a 36.7 millimeter crystal. We've already got it set in there. I'll just give it one good last squeeze just to make sure it's seated in there good. It didn't give a click, but it definitely seated in well. You can look around the back side of it and see that the glass is seated all the way around the inside of the rim, so I know I'm seated good. And then really the rest of it's pretty simple. Obviously, the rest of it's really simple. The rest of it just you want to make sure and get all the dust out of it. Obviously, you don't want anything on the inside. That's when you put it back together and have something on the inside of the watch crystal. But we'll just wipe it down real good, make sure I don't have any fingerprints on it. You can have a fancy little ball duster, but you can also use some canned air, or you can just blow it out like I'm doing. But anyway, there's the crystal reinstall. Not really a hard job. Nice fit. By the way, let me go back. This is a 36.7 millimeter by 2.5 thickness millimeter. It's odd size. So if you're wanting to do one of these, hopefully I can help you out on that part. And if you need, ask me and I'll tell you where I got the mat. The crystal's not expensive. It was only under $5, but finding it was a bit of a challenge. Finding it not so bad price-wise, but getting it, of course, I could have sent it to Citizen. They'd probably charged me $150 to put a crystal in, but we ain't playing that game. So anyway, now that we've got the crystal reset in there nice, made sure we've got a good seal all the way around, then it's just a matter of dropping the mechanism back in, which I've had off to the side in a safe spot, and you just want to line up your stem, obviously, with your stem here, and be very careful a bit on this side here. And then all we got to do is put our stem back in there. And I showed you how to get it out. Getting it back in is really easy. Just get it lined nice and neat. It should snap right back in there, which it did. And it just get it nice and neat in there. And we have it locked back in. That easy. Make sure it's good and locked in. We're locked in. Clean the inside of it up. Make sure your little gasket too that goes around the back looks like it's in good shape. If not, you want to replace that, because obviously that is part of your water resistance there. You definitely want to make sure of that. And it looks like this one's nice, and I'll go ahead and go over it with a dust-free rag and clean it. Still feels real flexible, so we should be in good shape there. And then basically we're just going to screw the back on it. Like so. I'll get my little tool here and tighten it up and put the watch band back on, and then we'll come back and take a look at my completed job. And there you go, guys. One all new fixed crystal Citizen Echo Drive with brand new crystal on it. Actually turned out really good. I like this watch. They're really nice watches. Just wish they had better support. Support's not the greatest, but I really like the watch. Still debating on the band. I'm kind of more of a... I kind of like the vinyl or rubber bands more than I like the leather bands. Leather bands seem to sweat a little more, but that's just personal preference. I might shop around for a different band, but it's a nice looking watch. Go ahead and set the time. Actually, let me go ahead and take it off. Go ahead and set the time on it. There you go, guys. Citizen Echo Drive with a new crystal installed. If it hadn't been such a pain to get the crystal, it would have been no big deal. But not something I wouldn't be afraid to take on as a watch owner. I got a pretty good deal on this watch, so I'm still in it good. I mean, it's definitely a several $100 watch, so I think I did good, and it keeps great time and it works good. So all I needed was the crystal. Really, the main thing you're going to need, this comes in really handy for removing and installing crystals. You can pick those up offline. I'll actually put a link down. And if you don't already have a little toolkit, I definitely suggest one. This guy right here that comes in the toolkit is such a handy item. For pulling the pins for the band, it's so handy. It's also got a nice point there, which is what I use to remove the stem. So in that little $15 kit, it's handy to have all these little tools, as well as the tightening and loosening for the back of the watch. Anyway, guys, hopefully you don't have anything else other than have a great day. 73s, this is the Electron Man.